Hello, my name is Matej. I'm a senior product designer for growth here at GitLab. Today I'm video documenting the experience of upgrading an account to a higher tier on a self-hosted GitLab instance, and I'm specifically looking at upgrades from one paid tier to another one. This is a part of the UX scorecard work that's now well established at GitLab. Just to quickly summarize what a UX scorecard is, it's basically a way for our designers to take a holistic approach to improving an experience, and we do that in three main steps. So the first one is to find out who the user is and what their desired outcome is. To do that, we define a persona and a job to be done, which follows the framework of when I want to, so I can. Then the next step is to map the user's journey towards their desired outcome. So we look at the activities, their interactions, and what are the pain points in their journey. And finally, based on all of that work, we grade the experience. We basically establish a baseline experience rating based on the grading rubric that we have in place. And this is the rating that we'll later try to improve with recommendations. So with that being clear, let's dive straight in. So I already defined the persona, which I believe has the main role in the process of upgrading the account to a higher tier. And in this case, I believe it's either an instance admin or just a buyer persona. So somebody who has access to a payment method that is being used to pay for the GitLab subscription. And this, if we try to align this to any of the personas that we have documented in GitLab, this could be either an engineering manager, a development lead, a VP of engineering, whoever. And the job to be done that I came up with for this case is when I realize that my team needs a feature from a higher tier than our current paid one, I want to quickly and easily upgrade to that tier so that they can benefit from it as soon as possible. I also already mapped the journey to complete this goal to upgrade a self-hosted instance to a higher paid tier. And as you can see, it's quite a lot of steps. So I recommend we just go straight in. I'll walk you through the experience as it is. And I imagine someone who would want to upgrade to a higher tier would probably start on the home page of their self-hosted instance, and they would try to find information of how to upgrade their instance to a higher tier. So let's say that I start here. I want to see if there are any profile or account information pages that I can access and see what my current tier is and if there's an option to upgrade. And I don't see anything that's particularly seems interesting. So I'll just try going to the profile page. Maybe it's here, but it's actually just my personal profile page with all the activity that I have. Okay, so it's not here. Maybe it's somewhere under the settings. Okay, this seems like it's my personal user / profile settings, but I do see that there's a page called account here, so maybe that's it. Okay, now again, it's two-factor authentication, change username, delete account. It's again just for my personal account. There's no overview or anything that would show me what my account basically is, what is the tier that I'm on. Okay, so maybe if I go to the admin area, I can see the number of users in the license, maximum users, users over license, projects, groups. This is like an overview of my instance, but there's nothing that would say anything about my tier, my subscription. Maybe if I go to the license page. So who is it licensed to? The details. Okay, there it is. The plan is the starter plan. And this is how long, yeah, when it expires. I can download the license, I can remove the license, I have the information about the users as well, and the license history. There's nothing that would say update or upgrade or whatever. There's just an upload new license there. Maybe if I try clicking this. No, this is actually just for uploading a new license. Okay, I can't find any of the information that I need. So maybe if I just Google it, GitLab subscription manage, whatever. Let's try the first result. Okay, so here are the plans. Managing subscriptions. Okay, let's try this one. Okay, so I need to go to the GitLab subscription manager, which I know what it is, but I only use it very rarely. And in this particular case, I actually know the URL of the subscription manager. I'm not sure if our customers actually know this. Let's log in. Okay, so I'm logged in. Manage purchases, I guess. Shouldn't this say subscriptions? Okay, here it is. So there's quite a few subscriptions here. How do I know which one is the one I need for this particular instance? So one way, I guess, to find out is by the renewal date. And if I go back to the license page, I can see that it started 3 days ago, so that was December 10th. Okay, I guess it's this one. Yes, starter 1 year for one user from December 10th. And again, I have the renew option and I have the add more seats option, but there's no upgrade option. So which one should I click? The renew probably doesn't make sense. Start for 1 year. No, this is actually just for renewing. I need to upgrade. There's an add more seats button, but maybe if I just try this. Start for 1 year. I can add more seats. Okay, looking to upgrade. Ready to add more support on more DevOps features? Yes, this is what I'm looking for. See our pricing page for details. Contact us. Okay, so I can't actually do this by myself. I need to contact support, I guess. Let's try. Contact sales, okay. Oh, this is a long form. And I actually already gave all this information when I bought the current license subscription that I have. So let's just fill this in again. Okay, total number of employees. I guess it's this one. Country. Okay. Let's just write. I'm surprised there's no. There should be like a drop down where I can select the topic that I'm getting in touch with about. So it should say like I want an update or something like that. But yeah, let's just write it down. I'm looking to upgrade to the ultimate plan. How can I do that? Okay, I guess I need to check this one. So I won't actually send this form right now because it would actually go to sales. And I can't really resume the process as it goes from here on. But I looked into it, and the way it goes is the sales receive this email, this message about someone wanting to upgrade. They get back in touch with the customer. They ask them for the correct numbers about their active users, users in license, users over license, so that they can prepare a new one. They prepare a quote, which they need to then send back to the customer. The customer needs to sign it and send it back to sales. And after that, the new quote needs to be approved by quite a couple of people on our side, on the GitLab side as well. And after that, when all of that is completed, the new license is automatically generated and sent to the user. Then after that, the user, they basically need to download the new license when they receive that email, log in back to their instance, go to the admin area, go to license, upload a new license, and they can either upload it or enter a key, click on the upload license, and then the new license is applied, which is exactly what I already did. That's why I have this history of 2 licenses here. So that's actually quite a long process with a bit of manual work on both sides. And if I summarize my findings in just a couple of points, by doing the user journey map, I found out that it takes our users, our customers, 65 interactions to upgrade if they don't know that they need to contact sales. So this is the workflow that I just went through. I didn't know that I needed to contact sales, so I needed to find out. So that's quite a high number. If I do know that I need to contact sales, it's still a relatively high number because it takes me 29 actions. So what are the actions? The actions are all the yellow post-it notes here on this journey map. And an interaction can be filling in an input field in a form, clicking on a link, landing on a new page, all these things. So another finding is that it can take several days, maybe even a week or two, for the customer to get upgraded to a higher tier. And that's simply because of all the emails that go both ways and the manual work that's required on both sides, which is another point, another finding that I found through this user journey mapping, that there is a lot of manual work involved in this process. And another thing which is very crucial is that we don't tell our customers how they can upgrade. There are no signifiers in our UI that would say, you need to upgrade, here's how you do it, or just an upgrade button where they see their information about their current license, subscription, or whatever. So because of that, the customer needs to go and look for all this information, which means that, they are wasting their time. They should be working on something more important, but they're looking for information on how they can upgrade their GitLab instance. And even the contact sales page is quite hard to find. I had to go to the subscription manager app, which is outside of the main GitLab app, and there wasn't a button that would say, or a link that would say you want to upgrade or anything like that. So I made a guess that if I clicked here that I would find some information about upgrading. And in this case it worked out, but it should be a bit clearer than that. So these are the main conclusions of this UX scorecard work. So the last thing that remains to be done is to grade the experience based on our grading rubric. And okay, this is not correctly styled here. It should be like that. So I rated this experience C minus, and that's mostly because I see it as an average to high complexity process that the user needs to go through. The steps to complete the task are excessive, and the frustration is medium to high. So if we look at the descriptions of our grades in the grading rubric, we can see that it's exactly somewhere between a C and a D. That's why I decided to score it with a C minus. So this is it for walking through the current flow of upgrading an account to a higher tier. We now have a baseline grade that we can work from. We will try to improve that in the next couple of months. The next step is actually to write down possible improvements in a separate issue and then revisit this experience in the next quarter. Go through the flow again and rescore the experience. It seems like there's a lot to improve in this particular case, so stay tuned. I added all the relevant links to the descriptions of the video, so feel free to share your thoughts and ideas in the issues that I linked. And yeah, that's it for now. Thanks for watching.